Hi friends, this video is just for you to show you another unique way to make some interesting presentations for your class or your teacher, or really just for fun on just about anything that can inspire you. So I'd like to introduce you to Buncee. It's Buncee. You can find that through Google at buncee.com, or you can go ahead and just search for that. It will take you to this homepage, and then you'll need to go ahead and create an account and then log in. You can go ahead and sign in with a pre-established Google account or your Microsoft 365 account and go ahead and click login. And once you sign in, you're going to get to this basic Buncee dashboard where it will show you all the wonderful presentations that you've already created, plus those that have been shared with me at this tab if you're working on that collaboratively with someone else. And then a Buncee board, which is more like a Pinterest board or a Padlet, where a number of students or people from one group are creating different Buncees and different presentations and putting them all on one board to share and collaborate. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to click here, create a new Buncee. And once that opens up, we have the option to go ahead and start adding items by clicking the plus or starting with a background. So as a student, I recommend that you go ahead and start adding items first, because we really don't know what we would want as a background and what might really look good as a background with the colors we've chosen for our specific items. So it's always better to start with your content and your items first. When I click plus, I can go ahead and add all of these different items in my Buncee. I can add text, I can add different shapes to draw with, I can actually do a drawing. There are some 3D images, an animated image, some stickers, a message, some emojis, a web image. This is going to be something that you're going to find on the internet. However, if you already have an image, you're going to use here this uploads button. You can take a photo of yourself, and you can even record a video, but this is going to be an upgraded feature, as well as these others that are grayed out. Now you do, when you create a Buncee account, you do get the upgraded version for 30 days for free. However, I have already used up all of my time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in a web image. And let's say that my presentation is going to be on the life cycle of a frog. So I'm going to search for frog. Oh, there are some friendly looking frogs here. I just need one to start with. But again, we're looking for the life cycle of a frog. For the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and click this one right over here, my basic frog. And you can see that I've chosen one. It has a blue box around it. And on the right, I have an option to add one. And once I click it, it's going to add right here to my Buncee page. Now, it may look familiar. It may look somewhat like a PowerPoint right now. However, Buncee is entirely animated and really is nothing like a PowerPoint presentation, because it's a lot more fun, animated, and colorful for younger learners, as opposed to something more business-like for grown-ups. So I can go ahead now and I can add more items here on the right. It's going to list all the specific pieces of my presentation slide on the right. On the very left, this is where I would add additional pages by clicking the plus, and now I'm on page 2 plus page 3. I can make each of these pages unique. So I'm going to go back to the first one where we started on our frog. And let's go ahead and click the plus on the right to add some text. And I give a title to my presentation. Now I can hold down the mouse just like on any other program and move my text box. Double click. Give myself a title, and I can go over the top of my text, and at the bottom you're going to see I have all of these options for my font. I can center it with the alignment. I can change the font here to all of these fun optional fonts. Some really nice ones in there. What's that? I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to pull this a little bigger and maybe even change my text size here in the center I can just keep clicking it until I get the size that I want. I can also change the text color here on the left on the bottom. I'm going to choose this red. And then at the very bottom, see where this audio button is on? That means that I've chosen to allow the presentation to read to my viewer. So that way, if I have some younger viewers that are looking at my Buncee presentation, they can click these buttons and have it read to them. So let's go ahead and change the background. So on the bottom here, it says change background. And we want to find something that's going to have something to do with frogs, of course, to stay within our theme. But you can see quickly how different this is going to be from anything related to PowerPoint, because these backgrounds are much more fun and colorful. On the left-hand side, you also have these different categories. So here's one on animals. Let's see. Lots of fun, different backgrounds. Again, the images are already waiting for you. You don't have to go out in search of them on the web. I'm going to go ahead and type in, where would a frog live? I'm going to search swamp. So maybe I'll just choose this one with the alligator and click add to just this page or all pages. I'm just going to choose to add it to this page. There is my background. And now relocate this frog. Oop, do you see anything wrong with our text? I can't see it anymore. So I'm going to have to go ahead and double click, and let's change that text color to something maybe really light that we'll be able to see, and maybe make it even bold. How's that? A little better? A little bit better for sure. Now, one of the fun things that I really like about Buncee is its animated options. So again, on the right-hand side, I can click plus, and it says Buncee animation. I bet they have a frog. Let's see. Oop, just one frog it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and choose him and add one. And you can barely see him here. What if I make him even bigger? I think he's going to jump right on our alligator. Maybe I can put him down here. All right. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to duplicate this page to make only a few changes, I could do that here at the very bottom. Or I could delete the page at the bottom. Again, on the very left side of my page, I have 1, 2, 3 pages so far. 2 are blank, and I can add another page on the left by clicking the plus. I can also click on a page like here, number 3, and I can then go to the bottom and say delete page and confirm. And now I only have 2 pages, so I'm going to go to the second real quick, and here I can choose here to change the background. Maybe I want something basic, so that way I can go ahead and add some really good content. About frogs. Maybe something fun like that. Here I have very colorful, and then I can go ahead and click the plus. So now we can begin to add some text. I can even add some shapes to make it very creative. How about a cloud and a star? Some water. These are all related to frogs in some way, and add 3. Now that I have these objects, however, when I double click on it and I get these dots around it, I can then also change what colors these are going to be within my image. I can make a pink star. I can change the border so that it is not black. I can change the size. I can even rotate it. I think my rain cloud needs to be at the top, and maybe these raindrops could be down here. I can even duplicate it. When it has these red dots on it at the bottom, I can even duplicate it, duplicate it, duplicate it, and duplicate it so that I have multiple raindrops from my rainstorm. Okay. Now again, a presentation is only as good as the information it is sharing. So make sure to go ahead and click the plus and make sure to add your text, your content. You may even be able to insert a video from Khan Academy. So let's see if we can go ahead and add some pictures of frogs. So we're going to try this time. We're going to use a sticker. And again, let's look for frog. I like this frog this time. And click add one. And here's our frog. We can change his size, add him down to the corner, and then begin to add our text. Do you remember how to do that? Just click plus, click text, and we can say stages of a frog's life cycle. And we could go ahead and add that content right here on our page. Now, we would continue to add pages on the left-hand side until we have everything created. Again, make sure that you have some real information to share with your class and your teacher. You can go to the settings here at the top. You can make sure that you have immersive reader. Again, that means that when you're viewing your Buncee, the readers or viewers will have the opportunity to have the content read to them. At the very top where it says Untitled, don't forget to go ahead to give your Buncee a title. And you may even want to add your name here so that when you share it with your teacher, they will be able to see who's created it. We can click Preview to see what it will look like when we're done. Here is our completed Buncee with the animation active. At the very top, you can see here is my immersive reader option, the book with the speaker, so the content will be read. And then we can go to the right and click Share. When we click Share, you can see that we can choose who we're going to share it with. Anyone with a link can view it. We don't necessarily want them to be able to copy our work because we've probably put a lot of hard work into it, so you can uncheck that. You can get a code to share with your friends in the term of a link. You may want to copy this, and then if you are using Microsoft Teams or you are using Seesaw, you can copy this right into that application to share with your teacher or your classmates on the Communications tab in Teams, on an assignment page, in your OneNote notebook, or again, in the link option if using Seesaw to share content. You can also choose to download your presentation as a PDF document. Unfortunately, you will lose all the animation when you do this because it will just be a static picture image. There are so many things that you can do with Buncee. If you came up with another idea, feel free to go ahead and click Edit and add some more content until your heart's content. Please investigate this option. It's a very fun and unique way to present information to your students, to your classmates, or to your teacher in a very fun, interactive, and animated way. Hope you have a great day.